We got Not Everyone Can Be a Content Creator by that boy Cameron. They do it.
I quit my job to do content full time.
If you can stay for just 1 second and hear me out, I'd appreciate it. As you guys know, I make a lot of Yap content, and most of my videos are me talking shit. But as of recently, I haven't really been locked in. And I came to the realization that I need to lock in. So I officially quit my job to pursue content full time for you guys. The outpouring love and support that I get, and throughout this last year, the growth that we've all experienced together, made me realize that
How many subscribers this man got? I'm very curious to know.
I was doing the wrong thing and putting my time towards the wrong things. And so I'm officially saying this right now. I will be posting every single day for the rest of 2026. I'm going to lock in so hard on this content shit. So if you guys could support me, bro, I would appreciate it.
This video was posted December 8th, 2025, and this person has not posted since May 29th, 2026. And before that,
Oh my God. We've all been there though. Okay, I can't be too harsh. Like, we've all been there in a sense of saying we're gonna do something and then we don't do it. You feel me? How many times y'all niggas done been like, it's New Year's. You feel me? New Year's resolution. Oh, I'm about to hit the gym every day. You feel me? And you go for the first 2 weeks and then you just fall off. So I can't be too harsh. But at the same time, it's like, to say you're gonna quit your job to do this and go all in and then not go all in, make it make sense. You feel me?
that video, this person hasn't posted since April. Yet this guy quit his job to become a quote unquote full-time content creator, and he hasn't posted since. And that's not the only person that's
This is crazy. This is beyond me. There was a time where when I was doing YouTube very, very, very heavy back in like 2018, 2019. If you know, you know. But I lost my job. I didn't just leave my job. I lost my job. Right? And I said, hey, you know what? I'm going to go all in on content. But you know what going all in on content meant for me? That meant posting anywhere from like 5 to 15 videos a day. That was before short form videos were a thing. You feel me? 5 to 15. I probably average around like 8 to 10 videos per day. Mind you, I'm still streaming on a daily basis. Doing 24-hour streams. I'm doing a whole lot. So for someone to say I'm quitting my job to do this from a full-time perspective and then not post again, make this shit make sense. This shit damn near pisses me off.
done this. Here's another. POV, you quit your job to protect your peace and take YouTube full time.
Never been impressed by nothing, okay? This right here, leave all this shit here. They got me fucked up. That's what they got. Go ahead and leave all this right here. Get the fuck up out of here. I don't work here no more. It's my last fucking day.
You know what's interesting to me is he probably had this like act when leaving. You know, it can feel empowering of like, oh, fuck this job. I don't need this job. I'm sure it can feel empowering. But I'm sure he woke up the next day like, damn, fuck, what did I just do? You feel me? Like, fuck, how am I going to pay my rent? You feel me? Damn, my car don't coming up in 2 weeks. I got $50. The fuck I'm going to do? It's really easy to put on a show in the moment. You feel me? But when life hits you, when reality hits you, like of the actions that you just did, that shit hit very different. Speaking from experience, that shit is not fun. I wouldn't wish that on nobody. That level of stress.
They got me all the way fucked up. Albertsons, y'all kiss my ass, my black ass, actually. Y'all see this store right here? They weak as fuck, okay? Weak as fuck. Ain't nobody shopping no damn Albertsons. Y'all want to be public so bad.
This was posted.
The thing is, like, yo, the job economy is not, it's not in a place for you to just be walking away from a job. The job economy is in shambles. It's in shambles. If you have a job right now and you're thinking about walking away, don't. Please don't. Don't do that to yourself. The job economy is not what it was 5 years ago. If you at least want a half decent job, you fit.
July 7th, 2024, and his most recent post on YouTube was December 19th, 2025. Meaning,
so man hasn't posted the entire year. December 19th of 2025. What day is today? Today is June 28th of 2026. fuck me wrong with niggas, bro. I know shit feel good in the moment, but like, bro, we gotta be more responsible than that. I get it, but like, we gotta be realistic.
He hasn't posted at all this year in 2026, and he hasn't made any money to be a full-time content creator, yet he left his job. Look, if your job isn't treating you right and you want to leave, be my guest. Like, I personally don't see anything wrong with that, but the issue here is that these people are quitting their jobs for full-time content creation, and they're not even making enough to be full-time content creators. Hell, I don't even think they're making anything. And the craziest part is that they aren't creating any content / don't make enough content to be full-time, especially in today's economy. Now,
That's facts, and I don't think people really realize like what it really takes to be a full-time content creator. It's a lot harder than you might think. You need to pull a lot more consistent viewers than you might think. I'm sure there's somebody out here selling you a course that's like, just do this, just do that. There is more to it. I promise you that. It's not that simple. This shit is a marathon. You feel me? So we can't make short-term decisions and hope for like long-term, like, and hope. You get what I'm trying to say.
or here's another person that quit their job for content creation. I'm showing you guys so many of these because I want you guys to see that I'm not just making this stuff up. This isn't something that I'm just pulling out of my ass. This is becoming an actual problem within society. Everyone is trying to be a content creator. Now, this video right here is a girl who quit her quote-unquote toxic 9-to-5 to pursue content creation full.
The thing that pisses me off, and I know I'm pausing. I'm gonna pause. I'm gonna be yapper. The thing that pisses me off is like, I get it, okay? Of course, if we all could live in a world where like we didn't ideally have to work, I'm sure everybody would sign up for that, right? But ultimately, like, life is what it is, and we just gotta make the best of it. My thing is, I understand like if you genuinely enjoy making content, you genuinely enjoy streaming, whatever the case it is, where it's like you like the art, you like the process, you like the community building, where it's like, you know, that's for you and that's the path you want to take, by all means. I'm not against that. I am of the same kind. You feel me? That is my language. But if we're looking at it as like this is just a get rich quick, or this is a way to kind of not have to work, I feel like you in it for all the wrong reasons, and that shit gonna show. And honestly, the people that go into that for those reasons, I don't think, like, I'm not saying I wish failure on anyone. You know, of course, I want everyone to be successful in whatever regard they want to choose. But I feel like the people who are the most successful are the people who genuinely enjoy what they're doing. Because you have to genuinely enjoy what you're doing in order to continue doing it when nobody's watching. You feel me? Man.
Full time. And I guess the catch is that if she doesn't do this within 6 months, she has to go back to her full-time job.
I quit my toxic 9-to-5 to become a full-time content creator in 6 months. The catch, if I fail, I have to go back to corporate America. It's time for a weekly recap of the first week. Let's start with YouTube. The hardest place to grow, in my personal opinion. I got 30.9 thousand views this week, and I got 113 new subscribers. That is crazy. That has never happened before.
That's definitely some good growth, but at the same time, this isn't enough to sustain, especially within a 6-month period. And also, when you look at her YouTube, she makes short form content, which doesn't pay that well compared to long form content. But this is only 11 out of 183 days, so let's keep on watching.
This is the thing that like concerns me. I'm all for like anyone wanting to pursue content from a full-time perspective, because I mean, hey, that's a goal for me too. You feel me? But my concern is people who post short-form content and they have like an obscured perspective on what it takes to really be like a full-time creator, to be able to make enough consistently to be able to like step away from a job, a 9-to-5 job. Short-form videos and long-form videos, two completely different ball games. Short form, the exposure is there. That's the beauty of short form. So many people can post a video via short form and go viral. How many of those people can convert those viewers to keep coming back, watch those long form videos? Because the long form videos, that's where the money's at. That's where the brand deals are at. That's where the sponsorships are at. You feel me? Like, it's a different ball game. And I feel like you really gotta go through those motions, go through the ups and downs to experience that and see that for what it is.
to meet everybody. For Instagram, I got 105.2 thousand views and I have 223 new followers.
That's also some really good growth for Instagram, but to my knowledge, Instagram doesn't pay that well. Crazy enough, they actually don't pay at all.
Nice to meet everybody. And on TikTok,
I will say though, I want to give her some credit here. If she's pulling a certain amount of engagement, even if it's through short form videos, if she's capitalizing properly off of that engagement as far as reaching out and you know, really like doing like the business side of content as far as negotiating brand deals and sponsorships, then I can see this working really well for her. But like, we gotta be conscious of the business side as well. You feel? I don't know if everybody does that. I know most people don't do that.
60,000 views and 316 new followers.
I would say the same thing for TikTok. That's good growth, but they again don't pay as well, and I'm not too sure if this woman is within the creator fund. So I'd assume that she's not making any money from this, but let's keep on watching.
Gratitude cannot describe. Thank you all so much for supporting this journey. Thank you, Lord, for giving me the idea. Not sure if I should make this a weekly series. Do you guys want to see what happens? How we go up, how we go down, how we stay the same? And I am stressed, but happy. And that's all you can ask for.
Now, this was posted a few days ago, so I will say this woman has been pretty consistent. But what I find insane about this one specifically is that you're not even full-time, meaning you're not making any money. Who knows? She probably saved up a ton of money to try to do this challenge, which would make sense. But
or she could be securing a lot of brand deals and sponsorships, because that's where the real money's at. That is big ticket.
But if not, if she doesn't have any money saved up or anything, I just think this is dumb. I find it so insane that so many people out there are so quick to drop everything for something that's not even guaranteed. Now, granted, the economy is pretty bad right now. Tons of things are expensive, and it sucks that there's people out there with degrees that are still living check to check and even overworked. And seeing content creators online make abnormal amounts of money while also being in the comfort of their own homes is definitely very appealing.
That is egregious. That is outright egregious. Ain't no fucking way. Man's is a millionaire. You can't pay for a cleaner. Make this shit make sense.
Maybe even a little discouraging to those who spent many years working towards a degree or climbing the corporate ladder at a job and they're just still not satisfied. But I feel like there's so much more to content creation that a lot of people don't see. Like, most content creators don't make anything for the first couple of years they create content. Just because Kai Cenat makes millions now doesn't mean that you can just get off your ass one day, upload a few videos, and you can quit your job the next day and make millions in a few months. Like, I'm not saying it's impossible, but the chances of that are very slim. And if you really want something that sticks within content creation, what I've learned from creating for the many years I've been creating, you have to slowly build up that audience. I've been making videos seriously since I would say 2019. I started on TikTok when I was in high school, then transitioned over to YouTube, and I didn't make any real money to go full-time until 2024. Since then, I've been full-time making content. And I will
mind you, he's talking about 5 years, 2019 to 2024. 5 years of doing that shit for free. Well, at least for almost free. Doing it while still having to work a 9-to-5 job. I don't think people really realize what that shit takes. I don't say that to say like this shit's not possible or not likely. It's very possible. I think if you're really putting yourself out there, you can do it for most people. But like, we gotta be conscious of what that actually takes if we're going to be making these life-changing decisions, like quitting our jobs, which is our livelihood. That keeps the roof over our heads.
There were definitely points where I would make a little bit of money from content and thought I could go full-time, thinking, oh, I just gotta grind harder, I just gotta lock in, and boom, I'll be good. But ultimately, I failed every time, and I went back to working, which there's nothing wrong with that. I learned at the end of the day, but I just don't want more people to fall into this trap thinking that they can make videos and make a ton of money in the span of a few months, all because that's what they see online. A lot of people will see the top 1% of content creators and they'll see the glitz and glamour of that and think that they can achieve that in a few months, when that's just not likely to happen. Yes, there's definitely outliers, but that's not always the case. they're outliers for a reason. And I'm not saying that you can't get up there, but I just think it's crazy that so many people are quitting their jobs and expecting to be at that top 1% within the span of months. And a majority of these people quit their jobs, then they're back at another one in a few months later, if they can even get one. We know how hard the job
If they can even get one. You hear that? This job market is not for the weak. You gotta really go above and beyond to stand out. Don't you dare quit your fucking job talking about you trying to do content. Unless your content is paying your bills times 3. Times 3. Because you can always have a bad month with content. I've experienced that firsthand.
market is right now. It is very hard to get a job. So if you have a job and it's a good job, keep that job. Like I personally just don't think that blind faith and quitting your job because you feel like it is the move. Like I genuinely just don't think it's the move. If you want to quit your job because they're treating you wrong and you have another lined up, by all means quit, no problem with that. But quitting for content creation and you're not making any money to sustain it is just stupid. And ultimately you're just going to stress yourself out even more, because I feel like one of the key things in content creation is you have to genuinely enjoy it to keep on going, because there's going to be so many low points. I remember my first couple years, like there were a lot of low points, but I enjoyed making videos. That's what kept me going. Regardless if I was making money or not, I enjoy making videos, so I could stick it out. And then when I started,
that's the thing. Like you have to enjoy it. You have to. If you don't enjoy it, it's very hard to do that while it's not putting no money in your pockets. People aren't commenting under your videos. People aren't watching. They're not liking. It's very hard to consistently do that if you don't genuinely enjoy it. You feel me? Imagine you work for a job that you absolutely despise, and you're working this job, and that shit paying you, and you working for free. You feel me? And they're like, hey, just stick around for 2, 3, 4 years, and you'll be good. How many people are gonna stick through those 2 years, 3 years, however long it is, knowing damn well they hate that fucking job, just for the idea of being okay? That's just not guaranteed. You feel me? Like,
making money, it's like not much changed, because I've always enjoyed making videos. But the sole factor that some people make videos now is because they see the money that's in it. But I feel like the money is a terrible motive, because you're not going to make a lot of money when you first start out. But once again, this is becoming an actual problem in society. I'm seeing more and more people do this each and every day. Everyone wants to be a content creator, but the sad truth is that not everyone can be a content creator. A lot of these people are pursuing content creation for the wrong reasons. Most people don't even like the idea of actually creating content. They just like the money that comes from content creation, or the attention that comes, which we all know clout is one hell of a drug. Now, what inspired me to even make this video, or even go on, I guess, this tangent, is because a little bit ago, Kai Cenat announced Streamer University 2, which, if you're unfamiliar, it's essentially this interactive streamer creator boot camp and multi-day live event founded by Kai.
it's so unrelated, but Agent gotta be like the skinniest big nigga I have seen. His face make him look like, and he's dropped a lot of weight, so I want to give him credit where it's due. But his face make him look like he is not a big person. But like when you see him from like a full, you see the whole body, it's like, yo, that's a big dude. No disrespect, I'll fuck with Agent.
And it simulates a traditional college experience to help aspiring and emerging content creators network, learn from established creators, and collaborate. And within this whole Streamer University, it's a mixture of up-and-coming content creators and already established content creators, Last year, there were about 120 streamers picked out of the thousands that applied, and this year, he's basically doing it again. But there's even more people that are applying because they saw the event last year, and he's even doing these in-person applications. And while I do think this is a great event that Kai Cenat is doing, it's good because it's shedding light on streamers that some people may not even look their way, which is pretty cool. But the problem with it is that a lot of people think this is a golden ticket to become an established streamer, and they're dropping everything to go all in. And the craziest part is that Kai didn't even accept these people. So not only are people quitting their jobs to go to Streamer University, they're not even guaranteed to go. They're quitting their jobs to go to the in-person applications, which if you go to these in-person applications, it's not even a full chance that you'll be able to speak to Kai Cenat. Essentially quitting their jobs for no reason. Like this person right here, just quit my job.
What's interesting is like, bro, it's the stupidest thing ever. Okay, I talked about this in the last video, one of my previous videos. But Corey to you, I think is an example of someone who dropped out of college, he applied for Stream University and it worked out really well for him. He is an anomaly. I think that may have set an expectation for people when they feel like, if I go and do this outrageous ass shit and make this terrible life decision, maybe I'll get noticed and I'll get picked. And it just don't work like that. It don't work like that. If it was that easy, everybody would do it. It's not that simple. We can't do these things. Make these life-changing decisions for a chance. A 1 in 1,000th chance. 1 in 10,000, 1 in 100,000th chance at getting the golden ticket. Shit dumb as hell. You going to bed? Alright. I'll see you soon.
Been dropped everything to drive 10 plus hours to Streamer University. Wish me luck. Which, yes, I believe you should have faith in yourself. You should definitely follow your dreams, but this right here, I just think is dumb. Once again, it's not even guaranteed that you'll get into Streamer University if you go to these in-person applications. So this person quit their job without even knowing if they're going to get into there. Let's say
what's interesting too is like so many people drove so far to get to these Streamer University applications. Streamer University applications, I thought they came out as a blurb, and didn't even get to actually like audition. And they were frustrated, but like again, we gotta make responsible decisions. I am all for wanting to pursue your passion, okay, but we gotta be responsible. Got to.
this person goes to these live applications and they don't get selected, now they have to go back home and they don't even have a job anymore. They're just, I guess, vibing now. It's very dumb, but that's not even the dumbest of it all. There is this woman who spent her rent money to book a hair appointment with a famous hairstylist, and she did this for Streamer University. And the kicker is that once again, she didn't even get selected because no one is getting accepted yet because Kai is still going through these applications.
I just took a risk and spent my rent money and booked an appointment with Erica Tay. I feel like getting my hair done by Erica Tay is an opportunity in itself. And I'm also trying to get accepted into Streamer University, so no risk, no reward. It's like manifestation. If I book now and I go get my hair done, university, here I come.
Not
This whole like manifestation shit pisses me the fuck off. It pisses me the fuck off. When people be like, you just gotta manifest it. Shut the fuck up. Respectfully. Shut up. Shut up. Don't shit happen without the work being done. Simple. I keep pausing at very unflattering moments for I'm not good with names. For Cameron. I'm sorry, man. I fuck with your shit though. Keep it up. But like this whole thing just blows my mind. And I think it's very interesting how people who have grown an audience and their main content is like hairstyling or cutting hair, whatever the case it is, it's like they end up charging extra prices or higher prices than usual because they've got that attention, supply and demand. So I'm not mad at it. But then you have those people who think, oh, if I go and pay more to go and get this haircut or hairstyle, then I'm going to have a competitive advantage. Are we using our brains? I really want to know. Are we using our brains? I accept and respect the drive. Okay, I do. I get it. But like, we gotta be smart.
Not only is this just extremely dumb, it's also extremely irresponsible. The fact that you can't even pay your rent because you wanted to get your hair done by this famous hairstylist to go to Streamer University and you're not even selected to go, it's not even guaranteed that you're selected to go, it's so idiotic, beyond idiotic. Like, yes, when you want to chase your dreams, you have to take certain risks. This isn't even a risk. This is just being dumb. There were definitely a lot of risks that I had to take when becoming a content creator. But the thing about these risks were they were never just dumb risks. Like, I just feel like this is a dumb risk. I've been seeing people saying that they're going to quit their jobs if they get into Streamer University. Essentially saying if they get selected, they're quitting their job ASAP.
Excuse me, Professor Sinet. Get me out of this Amazon. The minute I get that exception for that streamer, I'm running through this bitch yelling, I quit. I ain't gonna walk.
The thing that blows my mind is I don't know this person's channel, right? I'm not talking about Cameron. I'm talking about this person on the left doing the short form video, using the captions apps. I know that font and that style, whatever. Look, I feel like it's so many people that applied and they don't post content. They don't stream. They don't post content. You look at their last posted video. It was February of 2024. Why? Why are we applying? First and foremost, clearly, it ain't no real drive for it. First and foremost, excuse me. And two, we talking about quitting our jobs. If we gonna, bruh, there was so much. Even let's say you do get there and you get approved. Okay, that's only the beginning. It doesn't just mean that you've made it. There are people who went to the Stream University 2025 and didn't come out doing that shit full time. Now, there are plenty of people who did come out doing it full time and they had that boost. But, like, you got to put in the work. You got to know what it takes to even do that, to even build and maintain an audience. There are things that come with, like, just creating content over time that, like, you got to have that shit down. Oh my God. It's so frustrating for me because, yeah, I haven't always been, like, on top of shit. Life gets in the way sometimes. Okay? I'm 28. I have bills. I have a job. Like, I have things I have to do. But I have been through so many things and I have still continued to post content. You feel me? I've had down periods, but for the most part, I try and get back to it every time. And then there's people who haven't posted in years. Okay? They'll go and post an application, and in the last 5 years, they've posted 3 videos. Never streamed. Applying for Streamer University applications. That is so frustrating for me as someone who's like trying to bounce back, trying to get back to it, as someone who like genuinely loves this shit. I've done this shit for free. I've sat here starving to do videos. Happily. You feel it? Bro. Man. This shit gonna piss me off.
Neither though. I do tats, I do music engineer, I rap, I sing, I vlog, I stream. I need to be consistent with what I'm doing. Get me the fuck out of here. I know y'all niggas want to see me yelling through this bitch. I'm joking. And I'm going to come out with a couple iPhones. Because I'm streaming you students, watch. Let me get accepted. I'm bringing 3 people iPhones there. Straight from here, though.
Am I tripping? This nigga just say he about to start stealing people's phones. Excuse me.
Last day, straight from here.
Which, once again, I think this is pretty stupid. Just because you get in a streamer U, that doesn't mean you'll be set in the streaming game. Hence why there's so many people that went to Streamer University last year, and they're pretty much in the same position this year that they were in last year, because it's not a guaranteed blow up. Just because you go here, that doesn't mean that your streaming career is gonna automatically go from 0 to 100, and now you live in a freaking penthouse and you're making millions. Like,
facts. That's the same thing as like people who go and get accepted into like this real grandiose college and just assume that they're gonna get like the best job ever. Sure, it helps. It helps. It does not guarantee anything.
Not how it works. And let's say you do quit your job because you got accepted. Once Streamer U ends, now you're out of a job and you're not where you thought you were gonna be. Like, I will say, there definitely is a healthy amount of delusion you have to be a content creator. But what I'm seeing right now is just a lot of people taking risk, and a lot of these risks have no reward, or a lot of people aren't like calculating these risks. And since we're talking about Streamer University, I feel like I gotta talk about this. I've even seen people with like huge responsibilities begging Kai to be in Streamer University. For the love of God, right? I'm not trying to be mean or kill anyone's dreams, but I saw a mother of 9 children begging Kai Cenat to be in Streamer University, and her kids were talking about they're hungry. These children are hungry. Yet you want to get into Streamer University? You think this is the correct response for that? Play the clip.
Kai Cenat, do you want to know
What the fuck?
I could bring to the table?
What you can bring to the table is 9 kids? Get the fuck out of here. What did you think this was gonna do? Other than make us cringe and judge you egregiously.
1, 2, 3.
Bitch ass nigga. You got your kid. Oh my fucking God. Bruh. Niggas be down bad.
Kai Cenat, they call me.
We're not just gonna skip past that. This woman instructed her child to call Kai Cenat a bitch ass, and she held all of her kids, told them to say that they're hungry to get into Streamer U. Ma'am, you know what? Let's just keep on watching.
Alo, and you know, kids, they just be saying anything. But people want to know, how do I do it with 9 kids? And honestly, I really don't know.
But the question is, how do you have 9 kids? To me, maybe it's people out here who like genuinely want a family that big, but like my first and maybe I'm just like super pessimistic. So call me out if I am. But when someone has 9 kids, I think they're looking for a handout. That's the first thing that comes to my mind. Is they're looking for a handout from the government and the system. Because what are we doing having 9 kids? 9?
But this will be an opportunity for them to see for themselves because I just do it. And if you choose me to be a freshman at Streamer University, I will be that missing piece that you're looking for because I will be that example that you can do whatever you want to do. All you have to do is just do it. Just do it. Doesn't matter if you have 9 kids, just do it. Okay, so this is my application into Streamer University as a freshman. And I hope that we can make things better when I see you, and I can bring something that can't be taught. So
I want to say I'm genuinely curious to see if she posts consistently, and if she does, how she does it while raising 9 children. That's one thing I would love to see.
keep that in mind.
The top comment on this video says, apply here, Amazon Warehouse University. Look, I'm gonna be so real. There's nothing wrong with having dreams. There's nothing wrong with that. But me personally, I think there gets to a certain point in life where your responsibilities can be too big for your dreams. You kind of got to put your dreams on pause. You have 9 children and you're focused on getting into Streamer University. Is this not crazy? This economy is horrific. It's terrible, right? But you have 9 children, and kids are definitely expensive, very expensive. And your focus is Streamer U. Oh, but Cameron, if she gets into Streamer U, she'll blow up and have enough money to support all 9 of these children in this economy, and she'll be one of the top content creators in the world and live happily ever after. Why are you so mad at this? Yeah, we were in a fucking Disney movie, then of course, but we're not in a Disney movie. We're living in reality. If this woman were to go to Streamer U, she'd probably peak in viewership there. It'll fizzle out. Then she's back to reality once she gets back home. The people who are going to suffer the most in this are probably going to...
And what's crazy is we've seen this happen. We've literally seen this happen. We've literally seen this happen with people who went to Streamer University 2025. Not everyone, okay? And I want to give credit to the people who made something out of it. But there are so many people who they went back to their regular everyday lives and they didn't do anything with that traction. Because one, it's not a guarantee. And two, like, it's just certain things you got to go through to kind of build that, to build like character development. So you can be ready for this opportunity when it comes your way. You feel me?
Be the kids. Like, the kids are saying they're starving. And your response is a Streamer University application. My nigga, we are in the end times. Like, am I tweaking? Do y'all like my earrings? Back then, if your kids were hungry, you'd most likely get a job or something along those lines, you know, sell drugs. I'm joking. Please don't do that. But no, I guess now begging Kai is better than that, apparently. Look, Kai Cenat is not your savior. Kai Cenat, please save us. And this man is in a lockdown drill. And you're playing Brawl Stars? Like, what is Kai Cenat supposed to do in this situation? Just come in like a superhero? Is he supposed to just drive a freaking Twitch Lambo through the school walls and...
What the fuck did I just watch?
Take out the intruder or whatever? Now, I'm pretty sure this person is probably joking, but for the woman begging to be in Streamer University, for crying out loud, this woman has more kids than Kai has years of streaming, man. Focus on your kids, ma'am. I don't know. Maybe I'm tripping.
Oh my God. He said, I'm pretty sure she has more kids than Kai has years of streaming. You ain't have to come like that, Cameron. Pause. But you ain't had to do it like that. Sheesh.
Maybe I sound like an asshole, but I feel like that needs to be said. Your responsibilities are way too big to be focused on Streamer University. Speaking on all these people, though, that are quitting their jobs for content creation, I feel like this is the perfect time to bring up this story that happened back in 2021 that I'm pretty sure we all remember. There's this guy named Austin Wallace who had an $100,000 per year welding job, and he quit that job to shoot his shot at Logan Paul to see if he could work for him. So what he did is he flew out to an event that Logan Paul was located at, and prior to this, he quit his job and flew there. And once he saw Logan Paul at this event, he pulled out his phone and asked Logan Paul if he could work for him. And
The thing that blows my mind is like, why not just do both? Shoot your shot, push for content, while still maintaining your job. That way your bills are still handled. You ever been broke, bro? You ever been 45 days behind your light bill? You ever wonder what you're going to eat tomorrow? Because all that's in the cabinet is fucking 3 packets of pasta. Yeah, I wouldn't recommend that. Been there, done that. It's not fun.
Logan Paul turned him down, and he posted the video and ended up being the laughing stock of the internet for a few months because this dude had a good job and everything, but he quit it to try to work for Logan Paul, and Logan Paul essentially just laughed in his face.
I quit my job. No, wait, it's a story. I'm interested. It's a story. I quit my job legit 2 days ago. I came up here, took a risk. I'm originally from Ohio.
Did you sneak up here?
No, I didn't sneak in here. I didn't sneak. What do you mean sneak up?
Like on stage? Or you just like?
Yes, I did.
It's one of the sneak videos.
I'm sorry. I just.
Did you print the ticket and stuff?
No, like I just needed to talk to you. I'm trying to talk to your brother. I'm trying to talk about business. Trying to get a job. Like I want to do media. I've been trying to get.
What are you good at?
I was 7 dances. I did like
What's
that.
your TikTok
I did that video. You know, like going like that. Yeah, you know.
Oh, so you really got what it takes.
I don't.
Then why would I
need a mentor.
job?
That's
Thinking to say, so you really got what it takes. I don't. Then why would I give it a job? No. What this? Are we using our brains? Please, are we using our brains? You quit your job to go out of your way to try and get a job working for Logan Paul and not even have any skills to offer that will be like valuable to Logan Paul. What are we talking about here? Were you hoping for like a job out of pity? A pity job? How would you feel about that?
crazy to say. If you quit your job and everything, and then you're over here saying, oh, you don't have what it takes, then what was the point of you even quitting your job? You don't even believe in yourself. Overall, this whole thing is dumb, but let's just keep on going.
I'm 22 years old. I'm just trying.
I can't be a mentor right now, right? In my life, I'm a fuck up myself. I need a mentor. You know what I'm saying? Like, I need
connections and you need people.
That's real.
Around you, right?
No, I didn't have connections and people around. I have Jake. That's it. Do you have a brother? Do you have people, friends?
I don't.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie. I respect the fuck out of Logan Paul for this kind of response. I'm sure that really brought this guy into reality. Because the world is just, it's not this kind.
I don't. Friends? You got friends. You got amigos.
I don't.
You don't have friends?
I don't. I swear to God. I'm here by myself.
Where are you from?
I'm from Norwalk, Ohio.
You're a good-looking guy, bro. You have friends, bro. You're fucking lying. You have friends. Go make content. Do stuff with your friends. I'm glad you quit your job. It takes balls to do that, bro. But like now you gotta act.
Try to make a step.
I'm not,
media.
But I'm not the guy directly.
You're the guy.
No,
you're the guy.
No, bro. My team is this. Relax, bro. Relax. I'm not the guy. Like life isn't about handouts. You know what I'm saying?
I know. I'm not trying to get a handout. I'm not trying to get a handout.
What are you trying to do?
The thing is, like, you're not even coming to him on some like, yo, I got this value to offer you. I've been doing this, and I can do this, and I can get you that. Give him, at least if you gonna do all this, I commend it. But like, you gotta have an offer that you can readily offer, pun unintended, that you can readily say to this content creator that you're trying to sell your services to or get hired by. You gotta have something. You gotta have some type of preparation. Nigga just quit his job with zero preparation and was like, fuck it, I'm gonna just go figure this shit out. Fuck it, I'm gonna go freestyle this shit. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know what I'm gonna do for him, but like, he's gonna hire me. I don't care if I got a fucking let me not go there. He gonna hire me. I don't know what I'm gonna do yet.
Trying to work hard for a little money, no money. I don't know. I can get a job somewhere else. All I want to move to LA, and I want to be able to be part of that.
Look, I have to go. If you really are serious about it, bro, you should move to LA, and just like you approached me, start making connections with every single person in LA. I'm serious. That's it. I've always said
that's
this.
real.
If you're charismatic and you can talk to someone, you can make it in LA. Yeah, that's my advice.
Now, as we can see from this video, this dude didn't end up working for Logan Paul. He did get a lot of followers on TikTok for this, but what he ultimately ended up doing was he went back to his welding job. He's a dad now, and he's getting married soon. And he still makes TikToks, but they're mainly about his wife and his life, bars. And I feel like there's nothing wrong with that. Like, he's back at his job, he's doing his thing, and it seems like he's happy, whatever. But I just think it was dumb for him to quit his job to go and try to work for Logan Paul without even it being guaranteed. Yes, you got to take some risk in life, but this was just a dumb risk. Like, and that's my problem with a lot of these people quitting their jobs for content creation. It's a dumb risk because they don't have any plan or anything. They're just quitting with faith, and that's all they have. And nothing wrong with having faith in yourself, but it does get to a point where your faith can't be the only thing that leads you in this. Like, you need to have a
Literally, but this shit reminds me of, oh my god, it was this girl I knew some years ago. I probably was like, I'm 28 now. I was probably like 23, maybe. And this girl, she ain't had no car. I had a car. I used to have to go pick her up and all that shit, you know. And she would always tell me like she's saving up for a car. You know, she worked a job while she was in school with the whoop, you know. And I'm just like, you know, what I'm ultimately trying to say is, she kept saying she was trying to get a car. But every time she got her hands on money, she went to go book a trip. She went to go spend her money on all different type of shit. Junk food, taking trips, traveling, clothes, whatever it was. And at one point, I'm that kind of person where I'm going to question people, okay? If I'm rocking with you on any type of level, I want to see you do good. So you know what? I'm going to challenge you. And I say, yo, you tell me you're trying to save up to get a car, right? How are you going to do that when every time you get your hands on extra money, you go and spend it on things that you don't need? Her response? Take a wild guess. Her response was, oh, don't worry about me. I'm good. God got me. God got me. I'm manifesting it. I'm manifesting it every day. That's the reason. Anytime someone says I'm manifesting, that shit pisses me the fuck off. Because, like, I get it. You have faith. But action has to come with faith. It has to. It has to. Faith with no action is pure delusion. It's pure delusion. And I'm all for being a little bit delusional. We all got to be a bit delusional to get to where we're trying to go. Well, like, again, we can't have blind faith. Blind faith is like the stupidest thing you could do, in my opinion. That shit pisses me off.
Plan, and you need to have some results to actually quit your job for content creation. You're not going to make millions or even thousands of dollars or even hundreds of dollars within months. Like, it's something that you have to work towards, and it comes slowly. But in conclusion, look, believe in yourself, but just don't be dumb. Don't drop everything to pursue this dream, expecting to be rich in a few months. Like, if you want to pursue your dreams, cool, do that. But this is something that you have to do for years to see results. And don't even do content creation just for the money, because it takes a while for that money to actually come. Look, you gotta be a little delusional while creating content, because it's something that a lot of people are probably gonna shit on you for when you're first starting. Like, that's definitely happened to me. You just gotta push through and work each and every day. And
when he talk about a lot of people going shit on you for when you starting, that shit is so real. And that thick skin only comes with time, because newsflash, if you don't know already, when you put yourself out there to the online world, oh my God, people are gonna have some shit to say. People you don't know, people you've never seen, they're going to have shit to say. Okay, I went and applied for Streaming University myself. I made a whole song for it, and I made a cringe video. You know, showing my journey and all that, and posted on TikTok. Well, I tell you, the TikTok comments was on my ass. They was grilling me. So many people was like, nigga, you need to get a job. I mean, little do they know I have a job. My job pays my bills. I do what I gotta do. You feel me? I handle my responsibilities. But ultimately, it's like, the main thing I'm trying to say is, you put yourself out there, it's gonna be people talking shit. It's going to be people commenting on your looks. It's going to be people telling you that you're wasting your time. It's going to be people calling you, you know, all types of, like, whatever the case it is. And you got to really like that shit. You got to really want that shit to push past it, man. That shit's it's not easy, and it's not for the weak.
You're just going to have to fit it in. If you have a job, but you also want to make videos in your free time, then when you got to go to work, work, make your money there so that you can still fund yourself, so that you can
Yep.
still live, pay rent, buy groceries. And don't even quit your job until your side hustle makes more than your main hustle. These people are quitting their jobs and they're not making anything off of content creation. I just find it so insane. But yeah, that was like my little rant. I just wanted to talk about that. Not everyone needs to be a content creator. This is bad. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. All that being said, this is gonna wrap up the video. If you guys made it this far, I appreciate you. Twitch Cameron WAK, Twitter Cameron WAK, Instagram.
Hey, W video. I fuck with Cameron. Cameron's so real. Look, I'm gonna say this, and I have been drinking cut water, so I may be overly direct. Okay, look, I'm all for it. Anyone who wants to get into content, I'm all for it. Anytime someone tells me like, "Hey, I've been wanting to get into doing YouTube," I always say, "Do it, go for it." Okay, spending all that time looking at yourself, hearing yourself, editing, all that stuff is like, it forces you to kind of like discover yourself in a wide variety of ways that you probably wouldn't even think of. But like, there is so much work. There's so much that comes with like trying to do it to a full-time capacity. Okay, there is so much, and this shit's not easy. And I'm sure, even when I get there, it'll be worth it. But ultimately, I enjoy making the videos. I enjoy interacting with my community. I enjoy growing my community. There's so many things to it that I've been there. I've dealt with that. I've experienced it, and I know that I like it, and this is for me. But like, we all gotta go through these things to know that this is even for me or for you. You feel me? To continue going through that and pushing through those down moments, because they're gonna come. They're gonna come. But if you want to do content, bro. Just don't quit your job.